Everyone in the neighborhood trusted Mr. Jerry. He was quiet, polite, and always kept to himself. But one night, the police knocked on his door, and what they discovered shocked everyone. It was a quiet neighborhood where nothing unusual ever happened. The streets were calm, children played outside, and neighbors greeted each other every morning. One of the residents was a man named Mr. Jerry. He lived alone in a small house at the end of the street. Mr. Jerry had lived there for almost 5 years. He rarely spoke to anyone, but he was always polite when people greeted him. To the neighbors, he seemed like an ordinary man. But one evening, something strange happened. The woman who lived next door, Mrs. Bianca, noticed that Mr. Jerry's lights were still on very late at night. This was unusual because he normally went to bed early. Around midnight, she heard a loud noise coming from his house, like something heavy falling. She looked outside her window but couldn't see anything clearly. The next morning, something even stranger happened. Mr. Jerry was gone. His car was still parked outside. His door was locked, but nobody had seen him leave. At first, the neighbors thought maybe he had traveled suddenly. But days passed, and no one heard from him. Then the smell started. A strange, terrible smell began coming from his house. Concerned neighbors called the police. When officers arrived, they knocked several times. There was no answer. Eventually, they forced the door open. Inside the house, everything looked normal, except for one thing. The living room floor had been recently cleaned, but there were faint dark stains that looked like they had been wiped away. The police began searching the house carefully. Then they noticed something unusual in the backyard. The ground looked freshly dug. When investigators started digging, they discovered something horrifying. Buried in the backyard was the body of a man, but it wasn't Mr. Jerry. The victim was another man who had been reported missing 2 weeks earlier. The discovery shocked the entire neighborhood, but the biggest mystery remained. Where was Mr. Jerry? Police later discovered that the man known as Mr. Jerry was actually using a fake identity. His real name was linked to several crimes in different cities. He had disappeared the same night the neighbor heard the noise. Despite a nationwide search, he was never found. To this day, the case remains unsolved, and the quiet house at the end of the street still stands, empty. A chilling reminder that sometimes the most dangerous people are the ones who seem the most ordinary. This story reminds us that appearances can be deceiving. Sometimes the darkest secrets hide behind the most ordinary doors. If you enjoy true crime stories like this, subscribe to The Crime Gate for more dark mysteries and real crime cases.